Hey everyone, so this will be a quick review here on the Tetra internal filter, the 2-10i. So it's supposed to be, according to Tetra, good for 2 to 10 gallon tanks, which is actually quite a bit of a range there. From what I found online, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, it does 80 gallons per hour. I would never guess that from the flow rate here. But it's supposed to do 80 gallons per hour. Yes, my water is pretty low. As you guys can see, I'm switching out this tank and actually after this video. So this has a medium cartridge here from Tetra. Pretty basic cartridge. I mean, just carbon, filter floss, and then it has this extra black piece here. Black piece of what's called a sponge. That is for your biological. So it does do the three-way filtration. How good of a job it does, I don't really know. I wouldn't say it's the best job just by looking at it. I've not cleaned this thing once, and it looks like I just stuck it in here. There's almost no nasty stuff on this whatsoever. Now my tank only has about 6 guppies and 1 tiny beta. 6 or 7 guppies and then some babies. But it should still have something on it after having it in here for a month and a half to 2 months, I want to say. I've had this tank up for. So it doesn't seem like it's doing that good of a job. Looking at it, you can see the water coming up and through. See, it comes out decent amount, but the thing itself is pretty clean still. So I would say if you do use this filter, I would not use it with a heavy load of fish. And my tank is somewhat understocked. And I mean, I have had no issues with the fish or anything. They all swim around healthy. The tank looks good, or the water looks good, and everything else. But I definitely would not want to be overloading your tank here. So these go for, looks like about 11 bucks on Walmart's website. So we go to Walmart, you can buy this for somewhere about probably 10 to 15 bucks, I'm guessing, in store. But on their website itself, it's just a little bit over $11 in the US here. Otherwise, you get it like how I did, which is with the Aquaculture 10-gallon tank kit. I would not recommend buying one of these outright, but with this kit, again, as long as you do not overstock your tank, and you have little small fish, and don't overfeed your tank and everything, and keep up with maintenance, it should be okay. But again, I would not buy this. I would get a better filter. And this actually might be good for like a beta. Actually, if you were to buy this outright, maybe good for a beta because it doesn't produce much current. It really only produces current like right where it is. In the rest of the tank, there's not much current whatsoever. See, like my leaves aren't moving at all. My fake plants there. This is supposed to kind of sway in the water. It doesn't. But right underneath there, you can see the water coming down. That stuff's moving a bit. But otherwise, it doesn't really push anyone around too much unless they're right by the current. So my little baby beta here, who's chasing after the baby guppies, he isn't bothered at all by it. Neither are my guppies that are in here. So I mean, that might be a usage for a beta tank. Or if you put this into a smaller tank, I haven't tried, maybe like a 5-gallon or smaller tank, it'll be good. But in this 10-gallon tank, it's so-so. Again, there are better filters out there, even from Tetra themselves. Then I should also mention before I end this video here, this is, of course, an internal filter, which is what the I stands for, the 2-10i. So that means it is inside your tank instead of being a hang-on back like a normal, I guess what it's called, normal filter where it hangs off the side back. This hangs off the side inside. Similar, but not really, to the Fluval internal filters, the U series. Obviously, that's actually all the way in the tank. This is, I guess, all the way in the tank, just not all the way in the water. You can have it all the way in the water if you want to. But of course they give you this little guy to hang on the back here, and you can adjust up and down a tiny bit. It also has a suction cup to keep it in place there. If you guys have one of these, let me know what you think of it. Again, I would not recommend just buying one, but with this kit, as long as you do not go too crazy with your stocking, it should be okay. Again, mine doesn't seem like it's really picking up too much stuff, but you know, it looks still pretty clean. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Yeah, especially if you have it in with like a beta tank. So my beta is not bothered whatsoever, but he also has very short fins. Same thing with my guppies. Alright guys, thank you all very much for watching. Do appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.